Welcome to a mini episode of the mbaMission podcast, where we give you a quick overview of a specific MBA admissions topic. Each week on the mbaMission podcast, we discuss different MBA application components and give our expert guidance on everything business school admissions related.
Hi, everyone. This is Harold Simansky with the mbaMission podcast, and I'm here today with my colleague, Kate Richardson. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Harold.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me here.
Of course, of course. Now, Kate, I know you're a University of Chicago Booth MBA, and I'd love to just chat with you for a couple minutes very quickly here. So tell me about your experience. What were some of the highs and what were some of the lows?
Sure, absolutely. I really loved my time at Booth. I'm obviously a big fan. I went into the MBA as a career changer, like many applicants. I worked in corporate HR before business school and was interested in doing something more strategic, probably consulting, and kind of looking to get out of that HR bucket. And one of the things I liked about Booth was that it came with that reputation for kind of quantitative or data analysis and rigor in that way. I think, Booth has tried to become a more well-rounded program, and I think they have succeeded at that. But at the time, it was really known as like a quant powerhouse. And for me, I had, liberal arts, undergrad, HR, not really what you think of when you think of quant. So it kind of gave me that immediate credibility with recruiters, which I really liked. The other thing that I really liked as a career changer, hallmark of Booth, is the flexibility, and it really is true. You get a lot of opportunities to explore and take different and challenging courses and take them with different people too. I think that's something people don't always appreciate, is that it's not just that you can take whatever you want, but you're mixing and mingling with all different students. I even took a course where I had some PhD students in my class, or I took a course with the part-time students. So it really kind of expands your network and exposure. And so I liked that I could challenge myself in areas where I needed the challenge, and maybe take a more basic course like finance where I had no exposure. So I really liked that aspect of it.
That makes sense. And some of the things that you think were just not as effective, or maybe currently, I suspect a lot has changed, but some of those things that you wish were slightly different from the Booth that you went to.
Yeah. Well, one thing that has changed for the good, for positive and in a good, really great way, is the focus on entrepreneurship and more kind of experiential learning. Right. Booth is really well known for this now. When I was there, they were just getting started with the New Venture Challenge and the Polsky Center and things like that. And those have just, ballooned, right? There's now multiple New Venture Challenges, and there's a whole focus on social entrepreneurship as well, too. So that's been really exciting to see. And just so many of the Booth students I talk to now are really interested in entrepreneurship, whether they pursue it right away or later in their career. It's something that they really want to study during the program. But I think, at the time, the Booth community was a little bit more spread out, just geographically. And I think Booth has fixed this to some extent over the years. But to give you some context, Booth is on the south side of Chicago, not like the central of downtown, the Loop, as people call it. So I was one of the rarer students who actually lived near campus in Hyde Park. But I wasn't, most students were living closer to downtown or maybe spread out in different neighborhoods of Chicago. Now, we did have everything all in one beautiful new building that kind of brought everybody together, but there was kind of a sense of, a lot of the social activities were downtown, further away from the actual campus. So I think that was something that was more challenging for me. From what I hear from students today, a lot of the students have coalesced around a few apartment buildings where they all live. They call them dorms, I think. And so I think there's a better mix of this now at Booth.
No, I think that's right. I have a couple of my clients who independently, they've landed at, I believe there's 4 apartment buildings, one right next to the other. And that's where all the Booth students live right now.
Right.
Which is great, which is
Yeah,
excellent.
it sounds fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Kate, thank you very much for speaking with me today. And again, if you want to spend 30 minutes on the phone with either me or Kate answering any questions you might have with regard to your candidacy, the MBA admissions process, please do so by signing up for our free consultation at mbaMission.com. Thank you very much, Kate.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to talk about Booth, Wharton, or any other school.
Right. Bye now.
Bye, Harold.
Thanks for listening to the MBA Mission podcast. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcasts so you don't miss an episode. We wish you the best of luck with your MBA applications and look forward to helping you on your journey to business school.